everybody, it's Anna. Welcome to the final card in this week's tarot story. So we're closing the week with the Five of Pentacles reversed. So Pentacles are connected to the physical realm where things manifest. So it's stuff you can see and taste and touch. It's money and jobs and hobbies, as well as your own physical wellness and vitality. The number 5, I always talk about as being the challenge point. It's the crossing over point in the spiritual journey. The point where you either commit and you hit that gas and you push past the challenge, or you hit the brakes, you get nervous, you hit the brakes, and you kind of slide back down. And you have to kind of repeat the first part of your journey, a few pieces of that over again. So it really is the point of no return. This is where you decide, are you going to do it or you're not going to do it, right? So the card here shows two people who are poor and struggling. It's a very heavy feeling card. They're barefoot walking in snow. One of them has a broken leg. So clearly they're having a rough time. And in this moment, they're both looking forward, almost like they're just focusing on the next step, right? I think of the phrase, when the going gets tough, the tough get going, right? That's that's a virtue that I was preached when I was younger. And I'm not saying that can't be a virtue for some people. I'm saying it's not for me. I will speak for myself because it turns out my journey, I'm a creative, intuitive person, and my journey is more benefited by ease and flow than by my own determination. And I feel like that's how I read this card. That's why I read the card this way, is that if you sort of hunker down and push, you're kind of going into your own reserves. There is a limitation to that. You're going to get to the end of your energy. You really are. We're in a physical plane. That means, there is a limit to the energy available in a physical body. You will finally get sick or die if you don't take the time to be refreshed and supported and all that stuff. And I feel like that's the challenge point here. If you think that your success is determined and supported only by your own grit and determination, you will fail this challenge point. The solution to this challenge point is here in the stained glass window. I always point that out. They're passing by a church. And in the medieval times, which is when the tarot was created, the church was a place. It was a hospital. It was a place of food and sanctuary, right? So they have an opportunity to rest and be fulfilled and be supported. Or are they going to see it? That's the challenge. That's always the challenge. So I think of this reversal here as, I guess it can go either way, but I will read it positively because I feel like the work we've done this week has been about the Two of Cups and the Four of Cups, which is about gaining authority by allowing ourselves to be loved by others and by valuing our own intuitive genius. Those are the two steps we've been given on the Wednesday and Thursday card, which means if you have done that, if you've stopped if you pulled your attention out of outer authority, what other people think, how they think it should go, which was the Death reverse card, which was the Tuesday card. If you have stepped out of that and you've begun to nurture your own authority, which means you are listening to the voice of your own wisdom and genius, you will discover that this happens. The challenge is already met. Because once you start orienting yourself to your genius knows how to interact in the physical world. That means the path opens up in a way you didn't expect, right? So you're not trying to push and make a path and forge your path. The path sort of opens up in a way that is surprising and delightful and magical. So the reversal of this card is actually having met the challenge. And having recognized that, if I can just relax and go into flow and trust myself and sort of surface my ability to be loved by the Two of Cups and to love myself, the Four of Cups, then the universe easily flows in to give me the support that I'm looking for. So I'm going to read the card this way. So look at how the world has softened, has opened up, has become more receptive to you when you have become more receptive to yourself. That is the way energy flows. When going gets tough, the tough get tougher. If you're getting tougher in your journey, you're shutting out support. That's what toughening is. It's making yourself a hard shell. It's protecting yourself, becoming a tough guy, right? that is limiting what can get through into you. That's limiting the support you can receive. If you soften and go in flow and become gentle to yourself, then you become you become porous. You're able to permeate. The love of the universe is able to permeate you and give you support. And then you can flow easily past this challenge point. So in this case, the reversal is the challenge isn't even really registered because you're already past it. Isn't that a great way of reading the card? So that's our tarot story for this week. See you next time. Bye.